Welcome along, this is Sky Sports News. Coming up, we hear from Sir Alex Ferguson and why he's hit back Gus Poyet over the Suarez Evra racism allegations.
There's Andre Villas-Boas on his FA charge, Steve King on the first anniversary of the Venkis takeover, cricket, rugby and all the racing news at 10 to the hour.
Now, FIFA President Sepp Blatter has apologised for his comments over racism in football. However, he remains defiant in the face of continued calls for him to resign, claiming it would be unfair and out of character. Whilst Blatter continues to receive widespread criticism for his previous remarks, he has found an ally in the English game, with Roy Hodgson giving him his support.
He's made an apology. As far as Sepp Blatter is concerned, that's the end of it. He won't be resigning. One Premier League manager came up with a novel method of forcing him out.
I think the only way that we could get him out of any of the situation that he's in is if every black player in the country, in not just our country, in every country, refused to play in the next international game. That's what I think. Other than that, I don't think there's a cat and else chance.
Another manager whose career has taken him to many parts of the football world was in more forgiving mood.
I'm pretty sure Sepp will be arguing his case to say how much he's done against racism. You know, it was him who brought the World Cup to Africa. No other presidents in FIFA have even thought about Africa as a possible venue for the World Cup. So, but unfortunately, the comments as they are portrayed are very negative for him. I'm glad he's apologised, and I would like to think that apology will be sufficient for most people.
I'm quite proud of the fact that we are doing our best to eradicate it, and we're certainly heading in the right direction. I sometimes feel we're maybe a little bit touchy sometimes. That is not demeaning the issue at all, believe me, far from it. But I also believe maybe there's one or two people gunning for him for other reasons other than his comments, which were wrong.
FIFA's own anti-racism official, who knows Blatter well, attacked the Football Association, saying they should not have allowed John Terry to continue as England captain as the allegations of racial abuse were being investigated.
It is therefore not helpful for any side to have honoured him with the captain's armband, was the indiscretion against another player of another race is still so fresh in mind. This will give inadvertently an impression that people get a slap on the wrist.
Tokyo Seshwari said to call Blatter a racist was unthinkable. But he was critical of the FIFA president's claim that racial abuse on the pitch could be settled with a handshake at full time. Peter Staunton, Sky Sports.
Luis Suarez is also at the centre of a racism row after being charged by the FA for allegedly abusing Patrice Evra. Since then, Gus Poyet has accused Evra of crying like a baby for complaining. And today, Sir Alex Ferguson has dismissed his comments as silly and inappropriate.
We have been asked by the FA not to say anything about the Evra situation, and we've abided by that. I think Liverpool have been drip feeding a lot of stuff out in the last couple of weeks. But at the end of the day, the FA will deal with it. I'm more surprised we get Gus Poyet's remarks. I think that's inappropriate at the time of which people throughout the world are condemning racism. And I think he's chosen the wrong time. I can understand why he wants to support somebody from his country, but I think he's got to think more about it. It seems to be that way his criticism of Evra is a bit silly.
Right, let's get more now. Manchester City announcing annual losses of nearly £195 million. Let's cross live now to the Etihad Stadium and speak to our reporter.